For years, Ford's 7.3L Godzilla V8 has been a hot topic in the truck world. It's the kind of engine that made old-school truck enthusiasts grin again. Massive displacement, pushrod design, and that deep, unmistakable V8 growl. But as powerful and reliable as the 7.3 has been, it wasn't perfect. Owners, fleet operators, and tuners all pointed out one consistent flaw that Ford had to face head-on. Now it seems Ford finally listened and fixed the one issue everyone complained about. The 7.3-liter Godzilla, a modern throwback. When Ford introduced the 7.3L Godzilla V8 in 2020, it was like bringing back a legend. While most automakers were downsizing and turbocharging, Ford went the opposite direction for its Super Duty trucks and commercial vehicles. The Godzilla engine brought back simplicity and brute force. A pushrod V8 with 430 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque, built for reliability and low-end grunt. It was the spiritual successor to Ford's old big blocks. Simple, serviceable, and ready for hard work. Unlike the 6.2-liter Boss or the EcoBoost V6, the 7.3-liter didn't rely on turbochargers or complex timing systems. It was designed to last 500,000 miles in fleet use with minimal drama. However, one major issue began surfacing from owners who pushed the Godzilla to its limits, especially those who used it for heavy towing, performance builds, and motorhome applications. The problem: valve tick and oil pressure concerns. The most common complaint among Godzilla owners was the infamous valvetrain tick and an inconsistent oil pressure during high load or high temperature operation. It wasn't catastrophic, but it was annoying, and for some, concerning. The ticking sound, often noticeable at idle or after long highway drives, came from the hydraulic lifters and pushrod design. In most cases, it was harmless, but owners didn't expect a brand new Ford V8 to sound like an old farm truck. For fleet managers and enthusiasts, this noise sparked endless forum debates. Was it oil aeration? Valve lash? A weak lifter design? Independent mechanics and tuners discovered that the oil flow through the lifter galleries was sometimes uneven, especially under high RPM or towing stress. The Godzilla's oiling system wasn't faulty, but it wasn't optimized for the engine's power potential either. When Ford designed the 7.3L, they aimed for reliability in medium-duty use, not necessarily high performance or extreme towing builds. The fix: redesigned lifters and improved oiling system. Fast forward to 2025, and Ford has quietly, but effectively, addressed the issue. The updated 7.3-liter Godzilla now features redesigned hydraulic lifters, improved pushrods, and a revised oiling system that delivers better flow to the top end. According to powertrain engineers familiar with the update, Ford modified the lifter oil galleries to maintain more consistent pressure under high load, reducing both noise and wear. The new lifters also feature tighter internal tolerances and improved anti-bleed properties, meaning they hold pressure longer and eliminate the lazy lifter problem that caused ticking after heat soak. In simple terms, Ford improved how the lifters and pushrods talk to each other, keeping oil where it needs to be and smoothing out valvetrain operation. Engine builders who've torn down the new version note that Ford didn't just patch the issue, they refined the core design. The Godzilla was already overbuilt, said one veteran Ford technician, but these changes make it feel even more polished. It's the difference between a workhorse and a racehorse that's finally tuned properly. Real-world results: quieter, stronger, and smoother. Drivers of the updated 7.3L report noticeable improvements in both sound and smoothness. The signature tick is virtually gone, and the engine now idles like a refined powerhouse instead of a tractor motor. Oil pressure remains more stable, especially during towing and long uphill climbs. Fleet owners, who track maintenance and operating costs closely, are reporting fewer warranty claims and longer intervals between oil-related issues. And for the aftermarket crowd, this update opens new doors. Tuners and builders can now push the Godzilla harder without worrying about top-end oiling deficiencies. Ford's fix didn't change what made the engine great in the first place. It's still naturally aspirated, still simple to service, and still built like a tank. But with these refinements, it's now even closer to bulletproof, and better suited for the growing number of enthusiasts swapping the 7.3L into everything from vintage Broncos to Fox body Mustangs. Expert insights: why this matters. According to Mike Copeland, a well-known engine builder and performance engineer who's worked extensively with Ford powertrains, this update was overdue but essential. The Godzilla is one of the most promising V8s of the modern era, Copeland says. It's affordable, powerful, and reliable, but it had a few mechanical quirks. Ford fixing the lifter issue means this engine can now be pushed harder, whether it's in a Super Duty or a 1,000 horsepower street build. Jason Gonderman, editor at Truck Trend, echoes that sentiment. Ford didn't just respond to complaints, they refined an already excellent engine. The 7.3L now feels like it's reached its true potential. It's smooth, durable, and it sounds phenomenal. This could be the last great pushrod V8 before electrification takes over. From a mechanical standpoint, the fix represents Ford's ongoing commitment to its V8 legacy. The company could have ignored the issue. After all, the Godzilla still sold incredibly well. But instead, they chose to fine-tune it, proving they're still listening to real-world feedback from truck owners. The Godzilla's role in Ford's future. While the automotive world is charging toward electric trucks and hybrids, Ford knows that heavy-duty customers still depend on traditional engines. The 7.3L Godzilla isn't just surviving, it's thriving. It powers not only F-250 to F-750 trucks, but also school buses, RVs, and crate engine swaps. And with this update, it's more versatile than ever. Builders now see the Godzilla as the new LS, a reliable, affordable V8 with massive tuning potential. Ford Performance's crate version is flying off shelves, with aftermarket companies offering everything from forged internals to supercharger kits. The fix also future-proofs the engine. With improved oiling and valvetrain durability, it's ready for even tougher emission standards and longer service lives in commercial applications. It's proof that Ford isn't abandoning internal combustion. They're perfecting it. Final thoughts. The Ford 7.3L Godzilla engine was already a powerhouse, delivering unmatched durability and torque in a world of turbocharged uncertainty. But even great engines can have weak spots, and Ford's willingness to fix the one issue that frustrated owners shows the company's engineering integrity. The result? A 7.3L that's quieter, stronger, and more reliable than ever. The Godzilla has evolved from a brute force workhorse into a refined monster, ready for everything from job sites to drag strips. As one Ford engineer reportedly said after testing the updated version, "We didn't reinvent the Godzilla, we just made it unstoppable." With this fix, Ford's big block V8 proves that there's still room for old-school muscle in a modern world, and it's running better than ever.